Welcome to the Stram. It's a bed night Stram. I am tired, but I wanted to practice building this thing. Because eventually I'm going to have to build it on 2B2D. Okay, I need my second window visible with all of my drawings. Alright. Okay, so this is the top of the head. Top of the booby. Hi, Baba. How are you doing? I'm building a big head. Okay, so that's good. And the last of it should be 3.33k subs. Yeah, we're getting there. We're moving slowly, one sub at a time. Can't rush it, you know. Hello, Gandalf. Welcome. It's a Betty by time stream. Okay, so that'll be kind of like, that's a good top. Okay, and I get my 3 kinds of gray out of that, which I'm happy with. So that looks a lot better than the, than the deep slate. This looks like butts. What we fix? Get rid of all this junk. Because it's not as good as the gray wool. And I wish I had discovered that earlier. And I wish I hadn't made this out of deep slate and stone. But we are where we are. And we learned what we learned. Eventually I'm going to put this on 2B2T. Which means I'm going to need a butt ton of sheep. Because these wool colors are the ones that I like. But I'm glad I test drove it now, and I can figure it out later. But it is gonna require a lot of sheep. Like, this whole thing is pretty much gonna be wool. 16 by 16 for every face. So that's a lot of blocks. How many hours have I spent on 2B2T? Probably in total somewhere close to, it's got to be getting up there. Probably like 60 maybe. There's probably a way to check that stat, but I don't know what it is, unfortunately. Okay, so if this was the side angle, then we can go up here, because we're going to be looking at the side more than we're going to be looking at the top, right? The top's going to be missed. Plus, that looks fine. So I can do that on this side as well. And eventually I can take all of these schematics and apply them to the final. I'm building my own head slowly. Kind of see what I'm going off of right here. But it's going to take a while. Still trying to figure out like what works best, because you know, this one color that might be on this side is not going to be on this side, or maybe not even this side. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of like an art in and of itself. This is my first time building anything, and I'm finding out that you kind of have to break the rules. But it's going to be okay. We're going to figure it out. Or like pick and choose when to do what, where. It's kind of the whole shebang. Okay, so that's, we want, is it the light gray or the dark gray? I can't tell. I'm not good at building either. That's why I brought it out in creative. Excuse me. Maybe we'll do the back first, because that's easy. That's back here, right? Yeah. That's how cubes work. Okay, so the top one will be see, I can't tell. What am I looking at? Oh, that's light gray, then middle gray. So from the back, it would be light gray line. This is all the inside. We're still going to have to figure it out for the second layer too. You got a victory royale yesterday. That's awesome, dude. Good job. I played Fortnite a couple of days ago and got completely stomped. It was not a good time. But I haven't played in ages. Okay, and then this would technically be the middle gray, which is the stone. I like the uniformity of this. This is much better than the weird thing that Deep Slate does, which gets all wonky. So replace all this. So light gray, then dark gray. It's kind of hard to see the two tans because it's nighttime. I guess I could have set this to be always on daytime, but I don't know how to do that. What is my favorite color? Not a random question. That's actually a pretty typical question if you think about it. That's a pretty common question to be like, hey, what's going on? What's your favorite color? I think that like really good, like pink purpley thing that happens inside of like galaxies. That's pretty tight. That's a very cool color. No 2B? No, not tonight. Tonight we're taking it easy. I got my clouds on. I got my super flat world. We're building a big head that will eventually go on 2B2T. But I need to practice first. And as you can see from all the edits that I'm doing, I've already made mistakes. Which is fine. That's why I did it here and not 2B2T first. Alright, so we're just going to build one face at a time. And if I don't like it later, then I'll go back in and change it. Okay, now this will all be the white again. Or not white, but light gray. Should I just do the line, then do the delete? That's usually what works best. The sun is coming up. Now I can see my grays a little bit better. Okay. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Just having a fun bedtime stream. Okay, so 1, then 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's technically correct. Haven't built anything in a while. Yeah, I couldn't sleep tonight, and I said I'm just gonna get on and, because I need to practice doing this anyway, because I do want to put it on 2B2T at some point. In fact, it'll be super, it's like maybe the culmination of the 2B2T project. We'll see. I've got other 2B2T things planned, but the Living Happily Ever After series, I think I'm gonna live happily ever after in this house. This looks kind of tight, you know? Last thing you built was a bunny on Easter. That's cool. Did you spell it right? Easter? Yeah. Bunny? I don't know. I understood it though. We got there. Okay. And then this last part will be, this is also, yeah, light gray. I'm gonna need so many sheep to make this happen. It is silly. But that's okay. That's not a problem for me yet, you know? I gotta get there slowly. And then this would have been the middle gray. That's cool. See, what the deep slate does is, depending on where you place it, it's a different pattern. And I don't like that. I think it's quite garish, which is a great word. Quite garish indeed. Whereas there's a nice uniformity to the color pattern of the grays and the wool. Of the stone and the wool. Everything's gray. My whole skin is gray. Okay. So that's quite good, yeah. Okay. And that looks pretty close to what I got going on. Here, let me bring it up. So that's what I'm looking at right there. So like middle gray, light gray, and I guess that's dark gray. Did I do that wrong? That's definitely a darker gray than that, right? Or am I going crazy? No. That's definitely a darker gray. I'm so tired. Okay, I gotta fix that. What got me interested in 2B2T? That's an excellent question. I got interested by the many videos. I'm a big YouTube consumer as well as an avid creator. And there's just a lot of really good videos about escaping spawn and the challenge of doing so, and those videos were always fun to watch, and I just said, I bet I could do that too. And I bet I could do it different and my way. And then I sort of created a concept, the Living Happily Ever After concept, and started sort of spitballing some ideas and started messing around on the server. Okay, that's where we need to be. Okay, cool. So did I mess this up then? No. That's good. That's good. We got one other side. That's pretty good. Or at least starting to be good. A start. It is. We'll make it there eventually. This is bothering me. I know it's going to be bothering somebody else if it's bothering me. All right. Cool. So now I got to tackle the sides, and I started on this side, so let's finish this off. Now it's dark gray and middle gray for the sides. Dark gray and middle gray only for the sides. There's no light gray on the sides, is there? Or is it dark gray and light gray? It's dark gray and light gray, I think. I might be too tired to be doing this tonight. All right, we're just going to run with it. Dark gray and light gray. Right? Yeah, so it'll be Okay, and that, yeah, so we could just make the pattern look like this. That's what I decided before with the previous colors, because that's not too big of a change to the skin itself. I am trying to rebuild my own head here, which is going to be a little difficult, but not impossible. And that looks fine. That looks, well, it's not fine, is it? It's not fine at all. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, now where were we? Dark gray and light gray. Dark gray and light gray only. Put in all the dark grays. And then fill in this. I'm excited for when I can sort of decorate the inside of it. And I know it'll be gone in like 2 seconds because I'm going to release a video and then someone on 2B2T is just going to find my stuff and mess up my stuff. And that's okay. That's what it's, that's the temporariness of 2B2T is fun too. I had somebody write me on Discord the other day being like, ha ha ha, I got to spawn trapped your bed. I was like, dude, I was there like maybe 3 weeks ago. It's cute that you think you got me though. That's keep doing it. Keep doing what you do best. See you later, Bubba. All right, let's see here. Fill this out. I'm gonna have to make some alterations on the corners of things. That's true, but it's also okay. One, two, three. Yeah, that's 3. And then that one's gonna have to be dark gray because the face is gonna take priority, but what comes after it is light gray. So it's time to take all this mess out. And then refill everything with the light wool. It's so easy to do this in creative. I dread doing it in 2B2T, honestly. But I am going to do it. I am going to do it. Okay. Fill this back out. Pop you there. This is making me sleepy though, that's good. I was having a hard time going to bed earlier, and I think this will help me. Plus I've got my my glasses on. My, what do you call these? Yellow light glasses? Yeah. And that's helping a bit too. Okay, that looks good. I wonder if we should make it more synonymous. Maybe synonymous is the wrong word. More even. That looks better. Yeah, that looks better. I like that. Okay. So we go back here. Oh, and see, that's an interesting quandary right there. What do we do about that? We'll see. We'll see. We'll come back to it. So this all has to be redone. That's not... Okay. Let's do the negative space first, and then we'll do the positive. But I have the general outline down, so this is fun for me. Oops. And then this is also the inner layer, right? So this is, my skin is one of the modern ones that has 2 layers. So let's copycat like we did. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do 2 layers. Which I totally believe in my ability to do, but maybe that's tomorrow. I wish I could just take something I build and put it into B2T. That would be very cool. But I'm pretty sure there's... hello! How's my stream going? I'm just chilling. I'm just happy to be here. I am tired, and we're building a big head. How is your day going? Boop. Okay, and then Brooklyn Foster. Thanks for checking in. We're almost done with this side. That was quick. We're moving a little bit faster now that I sort of know what I'm going after, which is part of the reason why I wanted to do this in creative first. Still concerned about the corners, figuring out how to make things work on the sides. See, like that. We're gonna have to alter the... Hey Jamie, how's it going, my dog? You wanna see this big head I'm building? Check this out. This is... We're getting there. I'm eventually gonna be putting this on 2B2T. And it's the inner layer, as you can imagine, of your boy. I was going to do the whole body, but then I'd realize that'd take me forever, so we're just going to build the head and try and live in it. Or rather, maybe fill it with explosives, and then that will be my glorious send-off, but no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. Still figuring it out. So I could do that. And to make it parallel, head going crazy, yes sirski. To make it parallel, I wonder if I could do like a, because then that makes sense. Does that make sense? Because then I can do it over here. See, I'm having a hard time wrapping the corners. But this, I think what I need to do is just make peace with the fact that the skin is not going to be my exact skin. It's going to be a decent facsimile of it, and that's okay. Is facsimile, is there fax metaphor? These are the things I wonder. And then to make it even, that looks good, that looks good. Symmetrical down here though, I think we just do one of these bad boys. And then it'll have wrap factor, right? So like this face looks like it goes into this face. First time here? Hello and welcome, Brooklyn. Happy to have you. I'm sorry, I'm not super energetic. It is very late for me. It is, I should be asleep. But I couldn't sleep because I had ideas. And when I can't sleep and I have ideas and I have the ability to make those ideas come to reality, then I try to do so. Did I do this? I did most of it. Hold on. We're getting there. Oh, I didn't do the bottom. That's true. Can't get excited. Hey, look. I've got a really big head on. What's my favorite game to play right now? It's Minecraft. I've been all over Minecraft, which is a fantastic game. And I know it's in vogue because of the movie and everything, but like, I dig it. Okay, that looks good. These are probably going to be the faces that I go with at the end design. Maybe we do a little switch up here so that it looks like a wrap. And then that looks less terrible. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Nice. What other games do I play? I play a lot of stuff. I play Minecraft, Super Bunny Man, Halo, Fortnite, Rocket League, so many games. I play Pokemon Go. I'm level 50 on Pokemon Go because I'm a big nerd. That looks groovy, dude. That looks so stoktacular on that, honestly. And then maybe we keep this like this, or maybe we go in more. I'm gonna have to see when I bring in the last side. Let's see if we can get the bottom going. Let's see if we can get the bottom going. The back is this side. So the bottom, hold on, this is confusing me. Okay. It's hard to fly on this axis. It's breaking my brain a little bit. Okay. Pokemon trading card game Pocket has destroyed my dopamine receptors. Yeah, I know you told me to get into that. I never did. I never really got the hype. There's another game that my other friend was telling me to look at. It's like this game where you operate a trading card shop, quite literally. And supposedly it's a lot of fun. But I never got around to it. Okay, so let's do... I guess no one's gonna look at this, right? No one's gonna look at the underhead. So I could just make my own design. How long have I been into Minecraft? I don't know. That's a good question. My friend Cleveland got me into it after a bit of a bad breakup. And we would play like super late at night, and it kind of got me back on my feet after the breakup. That was like 7 or 8 years ago now, though. Seems like ancient history. Have you seen that? Does it look fun? Yeah. And like I think part of the game is you like tell people they need deodorant or something. I don't know. I watched my friend play it a little bit on his he had, I forget what it's called. It's not a Switch, it's the other handheld one. I'm a goofball, so I can't remember. Isn't that? Yeah, it's hilarious, dude. That's a good game mechanic. Like, no, you're too stinky. I'm not gonna sell you this card. Alright, I think this is a really safe way to lead the bottom. I'm freehanding this because no one's gonna look at it. We gotta get rid of this. This is bothering my OCD. Okay. Alright, we're good. Steam Deck, yes, thank you for coming to the rescue. You're 3 hours earlier than me, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that you still have the brain power. Okay. And then it's kind of just like whatever. Like, what if we do like sort of a mimic on the top pattern and then call it a day? And then bada boop, bada boop. Then fill this one out with all gray. Oh, nope. Try again. With all light gray. I've never been in a trading card shop, so I don't think I would know. I never got the trading card bug. When all the Pokemon cards were coming out, I was like on the fad, just like every other young kid at the time. And I asked my dad if I could have some Pokemon cards, and he helped me get some, but like there was no actual real connection to it because I got this like just this big pack of cards off of eBay, and they all arrived in the mail at the same time, and there was no like ceremony about it. And then I was young, so I didn't have any idea how to play the game. I don't think anyone still knows how to play the game, like the card game. I think it's all for the collectible aspect, at least for Pokemon. Maybe I'm wrong. Like for games like Magic, of course, like I think the cards are more geared to actually playing the game. But that's all just to say that I had no real connection to the cards that I got, so I lost interest in it and the concept of like TCG in general. That looks good. I'm happy with that. Have you ever heard about animation stuff like VFX, 2D modeling, CGI, etc.? Yeah, actually, let's be nerds together for 2 seconds. I can go on this little quick tirade here. I mean, talk about modeling. I'm a big nerd for my thumbnails, and I like jumping into Blender. I'm not good at it at all, but I have memorized how to do stuff for Minecraft. Like I've created a workflow for Minecraft, so I can reload my assets, go down to simple player, simple player, spawn new simple player, show you what it looks like with a Steve mask. Great, cool. Reload it with my skin, apply skin, and then sort of mess around here, and like pose it and make it do stuff, and that's kind of fun. Using them in stream, yeah. I mean, I think I would have to go off stream in order to do it. Yeah, I have a VR setup for that. I think I'd have to restart my OBS in order for it to link, though. But that's part of the reason why I built this thing, was so that I can make a VRM of it, which you will see in my videos. I puppet this guy with my webcam through a couple of softwares. But I should have actually started that. I don't know why I didn't put it. Usually my little guy is like hanging around in the corner here. But anyway, that was a tangent. Let's go back to Big Head. Big Head mode. Big Head Studios. I really like how this is looking. Yeah, more attractive and more interactive, 100%. It's already in the videos. I honestly, I was so tired I forgot to launch it. I usually puppet that thing nowadays, especially with Minecraft content. Options, what is it? Chat settings. I have my chats hidden because 2B2T, it's just vitriol. It's just very bad. Very bad. No, it's /weather clear. Enter. There we go. That's super cool. Maybe I'll have to pick your brain on how you do that. I like a lot of the extra stuff. I don't do a whole bunch of, because I just sort of kind of rely on the concepts of what I'm building to get me by, and that's worked so far, I think. I'm not like a big shiny or grabby person anymore, so like I want people to just sort of come and vibe. But there is that being said, there's still room for making things fun and interactive. That's a cool top, but it kind of breaks some of the rules. Okay, but the bottom is good, I think. No one's going to see it anyway. Or if they do, it's not the main focus. People are going to be flying around with their elytras. They're going to be like, wow, look at this big ass head. Wow, super cool. Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. Now, I need to go back here and take a look at this one more time with this stuff. Okay, so this is going to be confusing. How do I add this? Maybe like each block is a 4x4. So like the front, let's just start with the front, okay? The front's easy. Nothing on the bottom, one row of elevated, and then the full TV screen, and then the 4 in the middle elevated. Okay? Okay. That's a great place to start. People make things complicated. They don't always need to be. Okay, so theoretically, we're operating in 4x4 space, right? I'm just gonna go with that, and if I'm wrong, then I'll find out later. Right? Okay. To be honest, I also do that stuff for streamers from last 3 years and have much reputation in this community. That's awesome, dude. What kind of stuff are you gaming, anime logos? I wish, is there a way that I could see some of your stuff? Might be kind of cool. Might be kind of cool to check out. Okay, so that looks kind of weird. Maybe I should only go one block off. If I build the whole thing and I don't like it, then I'm gonna be sad. But I will redo it. But if I start it the right way, then I won't be sad. So maybe there is no extra block. Maybe we just do this. Maybe. That somehow looks tidier. I think I like that. I guess I can always bring it out one more level if I need to. Jesus. Jesus. Making the rules up as we go. This is fun. I'd love to see your work. Toss it in the chat. I'll take a look at it today, tonight, or tomorrow. I might be falling asleep right after this tonight. I ain't gonna cap. And then it is that, right? Does that look right? That looks totally right, dude. That looks so good. I'm so proud of that. Let's go. I've never built anything in Minecraft, like anything that's supposed to be visually represented. But like that's... Hold on. That's pretty close. How cool is that? Let's go. I wish I could get the tints of glass a little bit different, but if I'm going to be doing this on a budget, which I am, that's totally passable. That totally works. All right, I'm down with that. So 1 block off was the verdict. 1 block off. All right, now let's do the right side. This is going to be tricky. No, that's the left side. I'm doing it. Yeah, why don't you jump in my Discord, dude? Come through. Come say hello. It's a party over there. I think the link is in the bottom of this video. Okay, this is kind of tricky. Oh. Is that the dark gray? Wait, hold on. That wasn't the dark gray? Am I tripping? No, it wasn't. Oh, nar. Arr, nar. Okay, well, that's the first thing. Dang it. Okay, so mistakes were made. I got you, Brooklyn. I'll add it tonight. Oh, dang it. It's okay. Nobody will see. This is the middle gray, not the light gray. If I don't like this, I can just change it. I am the ruler of this land. Oh! We're back. Okay. Being careful so I don't ruin everything behind it. Not clicking like a madman. Almost there. This actually does kind of look good. Yup. And bingo. Okay, the black on the bottom. Or the dark gray on the bottom, sorry. Okay, now where were we? Doing it from the side. All right, so we've got 1 layer, 2 layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 up, down, and 2. Let's start with that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Was that 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, because it matched up. I should have known that. And then it was 2 out, so let's give ourselves another one over here. And then it was 1 shy, so 4 more. Good. Set day, enter. Okay, that looks good. And honestly, it's probably the same on the other side. I have not added you yet, Brooklyn. I am very immersed in building this head, but I will once the stream ends. Okay. And then let's see here. It's the dark for one block, and then we're gonna have to figure out that pattern in a second. But dark for one block is fine. And then it is a mirror, so that's good. So, and it lines up with the bottom one. There we go. All right, so that's what that looks good. Okay, I was thinking that because it didn't align, it wouldn't for some reason. See how it's like one off here, but not everything needs to be symmetrical. I'm just a little bit OCD sometimes. Okay, that's done. And then I guess we start in the corner, and I think it's going to be with the light gray wool. No, okay, so it's medium gray for what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Medium gray. Back to game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? What did the shape look like? I forget. It was 2 of them. So 1, 2, and then light gray, light gray, light gray. So that's technically this side of the head completely done. That's the TV and the elevation. That looks pretty good. There's nothing in the top right-hand corner, I don't think. Let's see if it's exactly mirrored on the other side. Yeah, that's the same design, so I can just, now that I've done it once, I can do it again. So one more? Yeah, one more. Dang it. Okay, and then doopa 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 doopa. All right, and that should be the same on both sides. Unless I'm going crazy, which I don't think that I am. That looks good. All right. I'm very stoked on this. Okay. Let's start with the back. I feel like this is going to be slightly more complicated, but maybe it's super simple. That looks very super simple. So, dark gray, light gray. All the way across, middle 4. Dark gray. Okay. Okay. Right. Dark gray, light gray. Dark gray, middle gray. Or is it the light gray? I'm tripping. No. Dark gray, light gray. Middle gray, light gray. I'm doing this wrong. Stupid. Got excited because I was like, oh, I'm moving quicker now and it makes more sense. Okay. Middle gray. Now we're speed clicking. That's the shindig right there. And then light gray. Boom. Alright, that's the bottom of the back done. And is there a top of the back? I don't think so. Nope, so then we go all the way to the top, and it's middle gray and dark gray. Okay, this is moving real fast. Middle gray and dark gray. Middle gray for 3 on the sides. Okay, so one, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. All right, and then we've got middle gray diagonally 1 over. So come on. All right. And then the rest of it's dark gray. Oh, I need to fill in the middle gray. Okay. Back to game. Good, I have so many silk touch pickaxes because I'm going to need so much stone. That's interesting. Maybe we'll only do dark gray for these then. Keep it uniform on the front lid. Yeah. Yep. That's what we'll do. And then this is pretty much it. Right? Like, that's kind of it. I'm sure there's improvements that I could make, but I'm quite fond of that. That looks good. That looks swell. Let's see. Time set day. Yo, I'm quite pleased. All right, let's see. Because I know that this will just bother me. Okay. Is those the only two errors? Ah ha ha! Found another one. And this will be my little house. Once I get... If I forget your username, then what? Oh no, I'll have to go back in my replayed chat history. Let's see. From the inside, I think I like the design too. But I wonder if there's anything to improve upon. This is chill though. This is very chill. Okay. I'm hip. Let me out. It looks a little... It's a little clunky. I wonder if I could... One thing that I could do... Create some stairs, like stone stairs, and instead of these blocks, how do you place it to get it the right way? Help. Do these not go vertical? it's like theoretically it would be like that. Do they not unite? No. Let's see here. Send me a channel where your work is being used. I'd love to see it in action. So like I could do that. That looks fun. I need to get it going on the edges though. How does one take this and apply it vertically? Is that even possible? Because you can do upside down stairs. Right? Yeah. That's cool. They can't go vertical. Thank you very much. That is stupid. But if that's the case, then do I like this better? No. No, I hate it more. Okay, but what other options do I have? Because when one door closes, this is sort of like the refinery period. No. Oh, I don't know. And this like wall? Let's try that. Sure. This is probably gonna look like booty. I don't love it. But I don't hate it either. It definitely adds some depth. That's not terrible. I don't hate that. I will keep that in mind as an option. Okay. All right. I am going to be building this eventually all the way up. Oh, can't give away any spoilers. Because then somebody will come and take care of business on 2B2T, and I don't want that to happen. All right, we have the basic outline of the house. The house is legit. Too legit to quit. Yeah. I'm so for this. I wish I had the patience to do the whole body. But I think, I'm doing this in creative, and this was almost too much. This probably took 2 hours. If I were to do this on 2B2T in real time, I'm going to kill myself. And I should probably face it towards the sun, so either east or west instead of north or south, because I want the sun to come in the windows. Okay. Working out the kinks. If you enjoyed this stream, go ahead and toss it a like for me, would you? And go check out my series on 2B2T if you haven't already. There's a great likelihood that you're here because of it. And if that's the case, then thank you very much. But I'm trying to grow this channel, and I need your help. So if you got friends, family, anybody who might dig it, let them know. Let them know. We're not gatekeeping here. No gatekeeping. Brooklyn, I will check out. I will check out your Discord, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of your work. Thank you very much, Gandalf. I hope you have a good night. You shall pass. All right. Let's just get a quick face-to-face. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. It's not perfect, but I don't think it needs to be. There's definitely ways that I can improve it, and I will figure out what those are, and I will do them another time. This was a great first starting point. Alrighty, guys. I hope you have a wonderful night, and hopefully we can all get some rest now. Or maybe it's daytime for you, and this doesn't apply. If that's the case, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye, y'all.